It's rare that an actor or artist can take a legendary character and do anything more than become a moment in time, a name on a list. Even some of the greatest we've seen can struggle to stand out. What's even more rare is for that artist to elevate that role and become so iconic you can't separate one from the other. That's what Kevin Conroy did in 1992 when he began voicing Bruce Wayne in Batman the Animated Series. But he didn't just take the role, he took our hearts. It wasn't always like this for Conroy, though. Born in November of 1955, Conroy came of age when the world was starting to change. There were some positives, but there were many more negatives. A distinct hatred for his very being, his love, something he did not choose, something he and many others would be demonized for, battles he had to fight every day of his life as a gay man. During the AIDS epidemic, homophobic propaganda was at an all-time high. Though many joined in the fight for LGBT rights, many rallied in opposition against people like Conroy for nothing more than self-expression. This didn't just affect how Conroy could be open about his love life, but also it affected his acting career. His passion was being denied, unjustly taken from him. You can find more of this in his own words in the comic Finding Batman, part of DC Pride 2022. Conroy eventually did get his break, of course, and he never looked back. Now, it may shock you to know that not only had he never read a comic before, he had never done voice acting before. Conroy, of course, worked with some of the absolute best in the business. Mark Hamill, who is the most iconic Joker, worked with him for years. Voice actors that you can't think of the industry without, like Tara Strong, Ron Perlman, Clancy Brown, Troy Baker, and many more. Though they all have incredible diversity and talent, it's not a slight at them, but a testament to Kevin Conroy, who probably had the best performance of all. And so his ability to fill the role is not just because of the beautiful voice Conroy was gifted with, but more than that, I think it speaks to him as an artist. He was able to understand the character, the man behind the mask he wore. He was able to embody every aspect of Batman. The inspirational, the humor.
Still in your shadow.
Oh.
It's always going to be this way.
Shadows are my thing.
The flawed, or even the pain. Maybe the best example of the latter is his performance in Mask of the Phantasm, a vulnerable side of the Caped Crusader not often depicted.
It doesn't mean I don't care anymore. I don't want to let you down, honest, but it just doesn't hurt so bad anymore. You can understand that, can't you? Look, I can give money to the city, they can hire more cops, let someone else take the risk, but it's different now. Please, I need it to be different now. I know I made a promise, but I didn't see this coming. I didn't count on being happy.
How Conroy managed this powerful moment, a moment of true struggle, maybe the most core aspect of the character. It speaks to his passion for his art, that he was able to capture a superhero's why better than anyone ever could. A performance spanning 30 years, to shows, to movies, to video games, and even books where you can't read Batman's lines without Kevin Conroy's voice in your head. This is also a rarity. So many actors might get tired of playing certain characters, and I understand that completely. Especially because so many don't want to have their performance become stale and lesser for their audience. So it's proof of his convictions that Conroy would offer up so many brilliant displays throughout the years, with so many different writers and mediums to work with. There are also so many celebrities that don't feel authentic. They may have lost their passion for one reason or another. Perhaps they become disillusioned. I think we can understand that on some level. What's remarkable is Kevin Conroy, though many of us will never have known him, somehow feel so seen by him. He made us feel we were his audience. We were part of his journey.
He's a human being. He's like you and me. In fact, he's a very flawed man, and he knows he's flawed. He's been damaged by life. But Ashley, we're all flawed.
Whether you were there in the 90s like me at the beginning of BTAS, or the 2000s with the Justice League or Batman Beyond shows, or the Arkham games, it was always captivating, infectious. It may have brought you a new passion in your life, or a better perspective, or maybe it was just a great story. I can't think of many celebrities that would put so much thought into cameos the way he did. He never had to say so much, but he always did anyway.
The fact that you want to give to people around you, and you want to leave the world a better place, and you enjoy performing for people as a cosplayer, shows me what a good heart you have, what a good person you are, how you want to make the world better for the people around you. And that is so admirable. That is a Batman spirit, to leave the world better for other people. That is the whole Batman story to me.
To me, this is why the loss of Kevin Conroy feels so impactful, because he is more than his spectacular craft to us. He was just an amazing person. His words always inspire. His respect for us over the years never wavered. His heart was just so big and so pure.
I feel so fortunate to play this character for 30 years, to inhabit this man, this complicated, conflicted, damaged man, who just wants to leave the world a better place. So good luck, Sean, with all your work.
And remember, it's not what you are underneath. It's what you do that defines you.
We all grieve differently. Personally, the way I like to do so is celebrate life and the shared experiences, because you never lose those. We can rewatch shows, replay video games, and whenever I open up a Batman book, there is only one voice I'll ever hear. Maybe there's more stories to tell. For me, he lives on in all our hearts and minds. So to you, Kevin Conroy, all I can say is thank you.